So let's start about the things that you are doing wrong. And I give you some principles. Most of you guys are going to training, push through a workout, kill yourselves only to let 2 months pass for going for the next workout. You hate working out, and this is wrong. This is the reason why you don't build any. So we will put those beliefs and those atrocities by aside. We will ditch this stuff. We will ditch this mental and physical stuff. I will give you a whole new approach to training itself, so instead that you can get in shape like a motherfucker. So this is the completely wrong way of doing it. The right way of doing it is look at training at something that is easy. Start with one exercise for 5 minutes. You need to learn to love it. The reason why I build success in training is because I love training. You need to get to know what you like and start doing it for every day for 5 minutes. So the first thing is, imagine your favorite exercise, the only exercise that you can do that you like doing. I'm sure you will find one exercise in the sort of all exercises that you like to do it, and then start to do it for 5 minutes only a day, and start to feel the love, because with love comes obsession, and with obsession comes intensity, and those things are the cause, and the effect will be that you are a beast. So you need to fall in love to train. And the reason the human body is not able to push itself to the breaking point without having a big break. And this is what you done previously. You only trained once for 1 month, 2 months, but you pushed yourself mentally and physically to the breaking point. And after that, you were so disgusted of training that you didn't train anymore. You stopped it completely. And this is your false mindset. The mindset that you have to achieve something, that I have to go now, and I didn't train for half a year. Now I have to make one training, to implement in this one training what I lost during this half year that I didn't train. You trying to get up with the time that you lost, and you try to take it all at once, and it's bullshit approach. It's the approach that makes you not train at all, and we were gonna talk about it. Because the UFC fighters, when they go fighting, they are in such a high peak performance. It is not possible to maintain this shape for any human for a specific short-lived duration amount of time. And you shouldn't think that you can go and break yourself to the breaking point and start to train after 1 or 2 days again, because you're not doing it. You're weak right now, and we will make you strong by giving you incentives. I give you some principalities. So a finite game. What is a finite game? A finite game is played for the sake to win. All sports play this. It is played in a set of rules and conditions. A finite player's goal is to win and hold the trophy or win the belt for the illusion that he is the best. All those UFC fighters, all the golfers, the footballers, the baseball players, they are all playing a finite game to be in a specific moment at a specific shape to win, so that they can say they are the best. But in reality, they are not the best, because they are only the best in a specific amount of time at a specific time. And we are not trying to do this, right? So I would give you, especially if you started, I would start with an infinite game approach. And the infinite game approach is played for the continuing to play. I would approach an infinite game to training for the sake of continuing to train. After you start to do a habit over time, it gets inwired in your brain and body. And this is the truth. I train so often, I'm training for years now, and it is so inwired in my body. Sometimes I start to train, and then I realized I didn't schedule it. I just started and I didn't thought of it because it is in my subconscious. When I'm out, I catch myself starting to train without ever thought about thought about it, because it's so embedded in my subconscious. When I'm outside, I make sit-ups on a public bench, push-ups at the airport, or pull-ups in the train where they have these bars. Yeah, I'm training. Training takes care of me. I reverse the pattern, because at the beginning it was I need to take care of training. You have the same mindset. Once you reversed it and you fell in love, it takes care of you. And you will get addicted to the good feeling. All the good feelings over time will make it happen. Dopamine, testosterone, endorphins, and so on. When I train, I don't push myself to the breaking point. I only do it at once a half a year or twice or something like that. I train for the love of training itself. And once I don't want to train anymore, I stop. And I don't think, oh, you need to push yourself this day. Because I think like an infinite player. I think, okay, today you're not going so hard, but you will get at it again anyways tomorrow. Tomorrow I will train anyways. And over tomorrow and the next day and the next day. I don't push. I am not so hard to me, because it is a process. I do it every day. So why break yourself in one day? And only be hard on yourself when you're already at a place in mind, body, where you can actually be hard on yourself. And you need to realize that this is a process instead of an immediate result reward. So pick one exercise, the exercise that you love, start to implement it every day. Don't think too much. I could tell you so many things about how to make those exercises, how to eat, what to eat, how to think, where to train and stuff, but it will only complicate it, because you need one exercise that you love, stick to it every day, and then it will automatically come by the process that you will impede, it comes once that, and after, because you need to find one exercise, and then it comes with the process of the love of training itself, that you start to implement other exercises, and the next one, until you have a full set of exercises and you're training like a motherfucker and you're strong like a beast. This is what happened to me, because I fell in love with training. I don't have to train. It gets taken off my... Training takes care of myself. I do it automatically, like someone will go to shit, and you need to have this approach. It will give you the best results. And only 1-2 other things to consider, like sugar. Sugar makes anxious and emotional. When you drink those sugary drinks, it gives you a rush at the beginning, but after 20-30 minutes you get the hangover and you start to feel weak. And also it makes you anxious and stuff, so it deals quite on a heavy basis on emotions. So what I do is, I'm not looking at every food like a hypocrite and look, oh, you can eat this, you cannot eat this. I'm not doing that. But what I am not using those calories drinks, the heavy sugar drinks, and I'm not adding sugar to a coffee or something, and I'm only drinking water. This is what you need to do as well, because it gives you confidence, because you're resisting sugar, and also it gives you confidence, it builds your testosterone because you're not using that. And be aware that after eating, especially carbohydrates, you should rest at least for 2 hours. I mean, you can train, but you're not able to train at a full performance once you established everything, because the body is digesting at this time. And you need to find your spot to train, and it should be permanent, and it shouldn't be a spot that you can do excuses like, oh, the gym is not open, or usually I train outside, but it's raining so I can't train outside, or it's snowing. Fuck those excuses. Find a proper place. For example, I tell you my places that I'm training. My spot to train is the world. Benches, bars, stairs, streets outside, calisthenic places. My room, I use heavily my room. I make push-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups, everything you can imagine, right? But what I don't make, and you need to don't make it as well, is make yourself dependent on the gym. You can make a gym membership, but when you don't want to go to the gym, you train at home. Is this clear? Don't make yourself dependent on gyms, weather, or moods. Otherwise, it would never be consistent. Apply the same mindset and you will be successful, I guarantee you. Anyway, my name is Shakil. Nice to meet you. If you want to have other content, I'm sorry, English is not my native language. I try as hard as I can. But anyway, guys, I hope I could have gave you the love for training and the one exercise that you need. And the implementation you will do, and I congratulate for the success. And man, we see us. Take care, guys.